Good morning, Corvallis. You're listening to Second String Sports, 88.7 FM KBVR. I'm Jake McGrady, coming to you live once again Friday in the booth. Who else we got here?
We got Logan McGinnis, and you know, Jake, it's not the morning anymore. It's
True.
We're in the afternoon. We don't have our own morning shows like we used to.
No.
We're not waking up at the crack of dawn, and we're not coming.
We've
in here
moved time.
Yeah, we're just I'm trying to put Jake into a little hypnosis and make him say afternoon now, but I mean it hasn't been working
for all the people that have waking up. It is technically morning to them if they're sliding out, turning on the radio.
Yeah, maybe if the
late Friday risers.
Yeah,
and we got Grant Ocampo here.
What's up, captain seat?
Yeah, captain seat.
Yeah, Grant's taking my seat. He's trying to
Yeah, I'm trying to
learn the ways
of the radio grind.
Yeah,
if I do say so myself. It's a typical rainy Corvallis afternoon.
Yeah,
say I said afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon.
Not morning.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been pretty rainy and wet.
Yeah, and it's going to be, and guys, it's going to be raining for a lot longer here.
It is.
Prepare.
I don't know. I mean, it's expected.
Prepare for the fall. Yeah.
Especially for the.
It was too good to be true for that couple weeks there in the nice sunshine.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. But regardless, rain or shine, away game, home game, it's a big sports week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff this show. If you're just tuning in, we're going to hit you first with some OSU versus Stanford preview for tomorrow's game, college football debate, little big sports topics in the world, NBA debate, MLB playoffs.
We got a lot to talk about.
NFL games.
We got a lot.
If you like sports, I mean, get ready.
This is the place to be.
It is.
It really is.
Where else would you be? Turn off Sports Center and turn on KBVR.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Why don't we kick right into it with what you students I'm sure are most worried about for tomorrow's game. Oregon State versus Stanford, 12:30, ESPN2, big show out.
Big show.
Predictions. We've got some injuries that we talked about last show going into this.
This really is a crucial Pac-12 North game.
It's like I feel like it's
not for just the Beavers, but for Stanford as well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel like it's a do or die bowl game, atmosphere game too. Like I feel like if we lose this, it's a downhill slide.
Yeah, there goes our season.
Yeah, Beavers and the Cardinals, they're both we're both coming off conference losses, and really both it's kind of a classic Stanford, but even their offense, they're struggling. And if you look at us, we're a struggling offense too. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the game kind of unfolds. Yeah.
Predictions. I mean, last week we did the injury update. Storm's not going to be playing. Who knows? He might be out for season. Mulaney is almost. I mean, they haven't come out and
pretty
said
much
it,
out
but
for the year.
100%. I'm guaranteed. Broken elbow bone. I mean, he's not going to.
There was I saw the report coming out now that Mulaney is an extra head coach, or not a head coach, but an extra special coach.
Really?
For wide receivers. So if you tagline him as a
coach,
an
he's
extra
not
coach, he's not coming back.
Was he taglined that before the injury though? Or maybe?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
No, he wasn't taglined that before the.
The real question is, with this injury, is he eligible if he wanted to for a red shirt? Injury red shirt next year?
I don't think he's eligible.
I don't think so either. I think it's too late in the year.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Do you think he would have even had do you think he's going to have a chance in the draft? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think. No.
That's the least of his worries right
I've
now.
been good on my Beaver prediction draft selections. If you guys want to flash back into old second string sports.
If you want to pull up the old podcast archive.
Yeah. I think I'm at least 97% right on all my Beaver draft selections. So.
I could see
97, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, 97. I feel like that's giving a little bit too much credit.
No, it's not.
97%.
Pull it up. I did the research the other night.
Okay. Some more Beaver news. Villeman is going to be starting receiver though.
That's going to be interesting to see him coming off the, couple touchdowns the last game and see how him and Mannion work together.
This could be a huge way for him to
exactly. Get his reps in. What do you think is going to be the main playing style against Stanford though? I mean, passing game has been iffy.
Yeah.
Running game has had showouts, but Do you think it's? I mean, TURNT has obviously been solid. He's going to be the featured back now, but I think Chris Brown's going to get some touches.
Hopefully. I like Chris Brown
Maybe
a lot.
Tyler.
I think we are going to obviously have to run the ball a lot because our
are.
wide receiver position right now is thin,
Sparse,
to say the least.
It's thin as a wheat thin.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, Cardinals, they rank last in the Pac-12 in scoring offense, but, contradicted. They are the best overall total defensive scoring defense team. They only allow 24 points per game.
Yeah, just a little correction. It's the Cardinal, not the Cardinals. It's not St. Louis.
You can say both. Thanks, Jake.
The Stanford
It's
Cardinal. Cardinal.
Cardinals.
It's a color, not a bird. Sorry.
I mean, that is true.
This is just Jake having to call me out.
I have to do my classic rant each show.
I called Jake out for the afternoon morning, so I guess he has to call me out on one
we're
thing.
even. We're even.
All right, we're even.
All right,
now.
we're even.
Okay.
So,
Truths? Want to handshake it?
Nah. I don't want to get Ebola.
Gosh.
Wow.
I'm not with it. Yeah. Ebola. It's serious. Anyway. Don't share your water bottles, football teams. Okay, moving on. Final score predictions for Stanford OSU.
Oh, jeez.
The last 2 years that we've played Stanford, like last year, we were not a good football team, and look how that game turned out.
Well, last year,
I mean, obviously, we had Brandon. Well,
last year we were a good football team.
We were, but we had that huge slide. Though.
Yeah, the offense isn't having as much success this season.
You know what's really starting to annoy me though? People are saying how much people keep mentioning even when I was watching back some of the game footage, how much the announcers even won't stop mentioning Brandon Cooks. They could really use Brandon Cooks out there. It's like, get past it. He does not play for us anymore. It's like, obviously, we're not going to have the same passing game that we had with Brandon Cooks.
I just miss having breakfast with Brandon. It was
okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No, we shared.
You shared?
We shared plates together. It was
no, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Really? What was on the plate?
I had a French toast sandwich with ham and hash browns.
Okay, well.
It's broken yolk.
I award you no point.
Whoa.
Sorry, I cut it off a little early.
I was expecting the whole thing. Why are you cutting it off?
Just because.
All right.
All right, score predictions. Close game.
It's gonna low scoring.
I think very low scoring.
I think very low scoring too as well.
You think it's going to be like last year? I'm honestly going to be surprised if the game doesn't come down to like the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's how I feel it's going to be. Stanford
10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes. There's a lot of things that can happen in the 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Of course. But look,
I think it could come down to the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Just a little fun fact: Stanford's 26-10 loss to Arizona State last weekend was their first half blowout in the last 87 games, which is like since 2003. I thought that was pretty incredible.
Yeah,
it's not the Stanford team that anyone's really used to.
Yeah, the Oregon State's defense, besides run game and stuff, but they've actually been very good.
Yeah, they have looked good.
Yeah. I've liked it. Yeah,
a lot of the points that have come off of, or that other teams have scored, have come off Mannion interceptions or turning it over.
Yeah, I agree.
Deep in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to be low scoring as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I don't want to start it off bad. I don't think we're going to win, but there's still that shot that we can. It's going to be a toss up really for me. It's either a 17-13 Stanford OSU. You can coin. I can't pick it really. But if I had to pick one right now, it's
you're throwing out two scores to where if one team wins, you can take credit.
I'm going.
Pick your team.
I'm going Stanford right now, but obviously I want Oregon State to win. I know. Boo me all you want. It's just my opinion, Jake.
Inconceivable.
That's Jake's new favorite. I feel like we're gonna have to take Jake to a soundbite anonymous class.
Yeah, I'm an addict.
Yeah. Same with social media.
SAA.
Yeah.
Score predictions, Grant?
I'm going to go 21-17 Beavs. I kind of agree with Logan. It's going to be a tough game, but I can't pick against the Beavers. This is such a big game. If we can get this game, that's a lot of momentum going forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe get Stormwoods back, hopefully. Who knows? No one really knows the extent of that.
We'll see what happens. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to jump right into the rest of the college football weekend analysis, some general Pac-12 discussions, and then just a little NBA debate and general sports talk, because we like sports and we don't care who knows. Right, Logan?
As Lonely Island likes to say.
Once again, you're listening to Second String Sports, KBVR Corvallis. If you're just tuning in, tweet each of us. Shout out the Twitter names. I'm at JMcGrady7.
At LT McGinnis.
And at Grant Ocampo.
Or you can tweet at Second String KBVR.
At Second String KBVR, second with the abbreviation 2ND. Just tweet us anything you want to talk about. If you want to jump in the debate. Last week we had a lot of faithful tweeters hopping in, throwing out their sports opinions.
Let's get out there in the twit world.
Let's get the twit going up, if I must say. So tweet us, get involved. Once again, Second String Sports. Stay tuned. A lot more to talk about. Stay tuned.
KBVR FM is pleased to acknowledge continued generous support from Woodstock's Pizza. KBVR programming is prepared fresh, delivered hot, and features local ingredients thanks to Woodstock's Pizza, located at 1045 Northwest Kings Boulevard in Corvallis. Menu listings and ingredient or delivery options are available by phoning Woodstock's at 541-752-5151.
And we're back. Second String Sports, Jake, Logan, and Grant. About to get turnt. Sports turnt. Turnt on sports knowledge.
Turnt on sports.
Yeah. I love it.
Studio going up on a Friday.
Pretty much. Happens every Friday.
It does.
Yep.
I mean, like I say, if you're sitting there, turn on the radio, and you want to listen to some in-depth sports analysis and just sports rants,
tune into us.
Tune into us. Second String Sports, greater than all of ESPN.
And greater than all Fox Sports.
And greater than Oprah.
Greater than Ellen.
Yeah, I'll have Ellen on the show, though. That'd be fun.
TBT that one time Jake and I were in the crowd of Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I was there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can't forget me.
The pre-Second String Sports trio.
Yeah, but I was pretty distinct because I was jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And I had a red
True,
shirt.
I wasn't doing that.
Ellen loved us.
Yeah.
Ellen Sauce was like, I'm going to research them. And then she listened to the radio show, and she's like, yeah, I love them. Pretty much. All right. Shout out Ellen, though. Back to sports. College football discussion this weekend. Got the Beavers out of the way with some big Pac-12 games coming up, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not much to talk about. U of O, Cal. I mean, either way, but
actually, Cal has been
surprising.
A shock this year. But do you really think they're going to be able to shock U of O?
Cal played a very good game against UCLA last week.
They did. I'll give them that.
And
they did. They played very good.
They actually got somewhat hosed.
Yeah.
And toward the end of the game, I'm like,
I feel it.
I don't really like to complain about refs. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But the refs really were in favor towards the end of the game to UCLA, even though it was in Cal.
Yeah.
There was a couple, Cal players kept getting down, but I don't give them much of a shot to beat Oregon.
But they have that outside
They
chance.
have that somewhat decent to keep it close for a little while. I can see that happening. And I can see Cal and, Goff is a good quarterback. And I could see him keeping up the passing game. And if they can keep at least a game into the third quarter, there's a shot.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'd all love it. Yeah, we'd all love it. We'd all love that good game.
But
shout out Bears.
Yeah, Oregon's still kind of under that fire.
Ever since that Arizona loss, they have been on one.
Mm-hmm.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah, and so that'll be an
interesting game. I'll chalk that one up.
That's the second most interesting game in my opinion. The next one is USC and Utah.
I agree.
And it's a battle of the top 25 teams right there, and
I'm liking it.
And we'll see how that goes. And I think USC wins that game. Even just seeing Utah.
USC has impressed me so much.
Seeing Utah here, not impressed.
Not impressed. They look really vulnerable.
Yeah, they're gonna slip here at some point.
Big words, Jake.
Yeah.
I know you don't use those often.
Oh, shots fired. Jake, call out.
What the?
Whoa. Okay.
Jake.
It says, okay, I guess when I see a soundbite called cat call, I should probably assume, I assumed he was like,
No.
Remember, I guess those are called cat calls to all you guys out there. So
Jake's
whatever.
got love in the air right now. Yep.
True.
Yeah, the other games, this one's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be Arizona State and Washington.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
I'm going to go ASU on that one.
Arizona's, they're ranked by the AP right now. They're 14th, and Washington's unranked. But Washington's still 5-2.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't been the biggest UW supporter this year.
No, you haven't.
No, I'm not even really a UW, even though I was on the campus and I talked trash and I yelled "Go Beavs" everywhere I was. But yeah, Arizona State can take a huge step if they beat Washington this week.
ASU only favored by 3 in that game, so it should be a close game.
Is that it for college football? Pretty. All the other games are pretty.
Yeah, the other Pac-12 games are pretty much a guarantee.
I don't want a mediocre. I don't want a mediocre.
It's a UCLA versus Colorado. And
Done.
Arizona and Washington State.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Those are
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
Exactly. Even though Pac-12 really has been quite crazy this year.
Yeah. It has been one of the best years for
Hail Marys and
man, can't get enough of those HMs.
just last second comebacks. H&M, big fan.
Big fan. Big fan of those.
How about the store H&M?
I thought that's what you were referring to, but okay.
Oh, okay.
What is the other H&M?
I don't know. I thought you were just talking Hail Marys.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Then you brought it to the store, so we wouldn't discuss sequins.
I just asked if you're a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hail Marys, I like them.
Okay.
I throw them in Madden every 5 minutes.
This conversation's confusing me.
It's confusing me too.
Me
to
too.
get it more confusing, just throw it out there. Wide receiver for Notre Dame, freshman, 19 years old, is dating a 42-year-old porn star.
See, Jake came to me with this topic, and I said, I have no clue. I've never heard of this. He has Grant, a cougar. Jake asked
jaguar,
Jake
but-
asked Grant about Jake asked Grant about the same thing, and Grant goes, I've never heard the story. So this just shows this is
Bleacher Report.
I have Bleacher Report, and I haven't seen a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Me neither.
So
I don't know where you're finding this.
I don't
stuff.
know. Yeah, Jake, what are you searching?
Football. All right, moving on from college football. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Moving on. Any big general sports topics we want to get out of the way with before we move into the NBA, NFL? We got the Monet Davis controversy. You guys don't know who she is. She's a small. How old is she? Like 13, 12?
She has to be
12.
13 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Probably
Yeah,
like
the
sixth
phenom
grade.
of the Little League World Series
Yeah,
this year.
She was quite the sensation of the Little League World Series.
Yeah.
First
She's been on
youngest female to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yep, and she's been on Jimmy Fallon, and
Man,
She's been all over the place.
Yeah.
Blew up, instant fame, and then the big debate was
Spike Lee made a 60-second television
Toyota commercial.
Yeah, and pretty much what it is Monet Davis and Spike Lee sticking it to the NCAA, in my opinion. And
yeah, I can see that.
yeah, and people have kind of looked at it saying, what's the difference between Monet Davis and Gurley? And
It's a valid point.
yeah, and Gurley, not saying it happened or it didn't happen.
It happened.
Okay, it happened.
Yeah. Let's not
He
beat around the bush.
Got paid for signing some autographs.
Whipping out that Sharpie.
Yeah, and it'll just be kind of, and the NCAA said,
Interesting
we'll
how this will
approve,
play out.
we approved the Chevy commercial without impacting
Toyota.
No, it's Chevy.
It's
Toyota.
Chevy.
What?
It's definitely Chevy.
Jake, call out.
Whatever. Japanese companies versus American.
Chevy commercial. Without the NCAA eligibility.
Yeah.
And it's just good. It's interesting to see how paying student athletes is going to develop here in the next, I don't know, 3-4 years.
Yeah, it's going to be the tides are going to turn, I think.
Yeah,
Plus,
I didn't read much into the story, but I don't know if you guys saw that Texas, University of Texas looking to pay their players
really
$10,000 or something. Like they're looking to become
how are they able to do that?
I don't know. That's why I didn't read into it yet, but that's another thing. If
anybody see the headline.
Yeah, if anybody wants to read it, if anybody has read into it, tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us if you got any more NCAA or Texas pay for play information, because we'll shout you out and join the debate. But yeah, moving on from Monet, if you got an opinion on that, tweet us, join the debate. Todd Gurley, pretty much same situation, same. The only recent update is he was spotted wearing a Free Gurley t-shirt.
That was great.
That was pretty
Free
funny.
Gurley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in the same situation. He still's on lockdown. And then Jameis Winston isn't on lockdown, but then I'm pretty sure the investigation hasn't really made any headway since last week when we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we've already discussed Jameis.
We're Jameis'd out.
Yeah.
Adios, Jamie.
Yeah.
But Georgia is applying for Gurley's immediate reinstatement here.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that turns out.
I don't know. Do you think he's gonna get his shot before the season ends?
I hope so. I don't know. I'd say yeah, but you never know with the NCAA. It's so corrupt.
You never know. Yep. Exactly. All right, we're gonna take another quick break, and then when we come back, gonna move into some NBA injuries, NBA predictions, some Blazer talk. Let's go, Rip City, if you're tuning in. Logan's sitting over there curling up.
I'm still enjoying we have 4 more days of championship.
Yeah, 4 more days till you're invalid.
I guess invalid is kind of the right word.
Invalid.
What's invalid?
Just not right, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, Rip City. Let's go, Blazers. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, come back with some NBA previews, MLB playoffs. Then we're going to hit it with the NFL discussion at the end of the show. Percy Harvin debate, NFL games. Big stuff.
Huge stuff.
Es muy grande.
Spanish Jake.
Hola, man.
We're also previewing on KBVR Deportes.
Hola, me llamo KBVR. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. Lots of big stuff to come. You're listening to KBVR at Corvallis. Second String Sports every Friday. If you're a faithful listener, stay tuned. Lots more to come. Peace.
KBVR FM would like to take a slice of your time to thank Woodstock's Pizza for their continued support of college radio. Woodstock's is located at 1045 Northwest Kings Boulevard in Corvallis, or can be reached by phone at 541-752-5151. Thanks, Woodstocks.
Hola. You're listening to Second String Sports coming back. Second String Sports Deportes? How do you say sport? Logan, you took Spanish here. How do you say sports in Spanish? Deportes?
Deportes. Yes.
So?
Jake, haven't you ever seen ESPN Deportes?
Yeah, I have. How do you say string in Spanish?
I have no clue.
Stringa.
I'm done with
Strenga?
that.
I have no idea.
I guess, Grant is Spanish. So
Dos Strenga Deportes. Yes. You're listening to Dos Strenga Deportes on second.
Okay, for all we know, Strenga could be something really weird. So.
Okay, I take that back then. Anyway, a little off topic. If you're just tuning in, you're probably really confused.
Yeah, we're Second String Sports.
But confusion is fine. I mean, confusion is natural. Right?
Yeah, confusion is natural.
All right. Moving on from that. You're listening to Second String Sports. We got some stuff coming in. MLB playoffs. You guys want to get into that before we hit the NBA discussion?
Yeah, we got MLB playoffs going on. We got Grant's San Francisco Giants.
Here it comes.
There we go.
Yeah.
You guys can see the shirt I have on.
No, Grant, they can't see it.
They can't see it.
I was talking to you, Jake, and Logan.
Oh.
But
okay.
Yeah, I'm not that dumb, but
yeah.
Big game 3 tonight.
Yeah, this is besides if it goes into a game 5. This is right now the biggest game. So this is the key game, and I think I read what was it, around 60% of teams in the World Series at games that are tied 1-1 win the World Series. So really, this is going to be a key game for both teams, and even though San Francisco lost game Game 2 in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Getting one game in Kansas City, that's what you look for, because then you head back home.
That's what you wanted.
And San Francisco, I've been there I've been there for a game.
Oh, really?
And I have.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times too.
And they have some of the best fans, and and it's almost I've been a handful of MLB games, just different stadiums here and there, but not too many. And
traveling man,
as Mike Posner would say.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
San Francisco really has that kind of a college football atmosphere, kind of a team. So, it's going to be a key game for both teams. And the Royals, the last game, that was it the 6th inning where they just exploded. Yeah, that was a really impressive game because it was very boring for a little while. And Peavy and I forget who else was pitching for the Royals for that game too. You remember?
Ventura.
Yeah, Ventura. They were both kind of. It was a 2-2 ball game. It was just kind of floating along, and then they took PV out. Strickland came in, and then Strickland, the Infante hits the unbelievable. It was just like great home run.
Man, there's some interesting names being thrown out right now. I must say.
Strickland?
No, that's a
Infante.
Yeah.
Infante, veteran man. And
did you give him a hug?
No, I wouldn't give him a hug.
Did you comb his hair?
See, this is the weird stuff Jake talks about when he gets a baseball preview. But when how'd you feel about Strickland staring down Salvador Perez?
Oh gosh,
that was.
I don't know what to think about that.
Well,
there's been a lot of stare downs in sports the last few days.
Strickland, this postseason, guess how many home runs he's given up?
2.
5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So Strickland.
I had not been following that.
I saw Bochy said that they were going for the matchups, and really, it just didn't work out. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this next game is going to go. Tim Hudson's going to be making his World Series debut.
I'm so happy for him too. He's deserved it.
Yeah.
But it should be a great game. Like you were saying, the fans in San Francisco know what winning is like, and Giants know how to win in AT&T.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
AC doesn't.
Who do you think's gonna win this game?
I gotta go Giants. I think getting that first game was huge. It kind of broke up the whole 8-game winning streak mojo thing they had going on. I think Giants win. I think it will be a close game.
I think Giants win this game too, or game 3, and then I think the next game, I think Kansas City it's going to be tied 2-2 at the end of this. I'm not going to go too far into predictions. We'll wait for next week if it goes into the next weekend. But 2 players from this World Series who I think are really having their coming out parties. Matty Bum has been there before, but he's taken the next step for this playoffs, and he's been spectacular. And then for the Royals, there's been so many because this Royal team is super young. There's Mike Moustakas and Lorenzo Cain, but the one player I think is having his coming out party is Eric Hosmer. And I've been a huge Eric Hosmer fan for a few years now, and I think
he's played incredible defense.
I think he's Matty Bum and Hosmer now getting the respect they deserve.
I agree.
Yeah, and just we'll wrap up this World Series segment. Overall, how many games do you think now the Giants or the Royals can win?
I think it goes 6 games and Giants win.
I can see that. I coming into it, I predicted the Giants in 6, but I want the Royals to win, and that's
completely fine. Like I said last time, I mean, if it was anyone but the Giants, I'd be rooting all for the Royals. Yeah, they deserve it. But, can't root against my team.
Yeah, and then one more MLB news is Joe Madden, the Rays manager. He's opted out of his contract, and a week ago he said he was going to head back to Tampa Bay. So
about a week ago.
A week ago.
I can't finish the song because it's too explicit.
Yeah. So
second Schmurda.
Yeah. or just my prediction right now, because Joe Madden is one of the best managers in all of baseball. Character, bringing life to the clubhouse, and my prediction for what team he's going to go to. Some people have said the Dodgers. I don't see the Dodgers at all. I think he's going to go to the Cubs.
I can see it.
I see him wanting to turn around an organization with the Cubs. He's kind of that.
The Cub Pups?
Yeah, he's the kind of a quirky manager. So that's where I think.
That's a good
You
idea.
calling the Chicago quirky?
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be able to turn around that train wreck, but
What?
I don't know if he'll be able to turn around that train wreck of a team. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I think it would be a good thing for both sides there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Grant, if the Giants do win the World Series, you gonna shave your head or something like that?
probably won't shave my head, but
What about
You know,
a little
we'll get-
orange streak just on the front of your hair? Consider it? It would work for Giants and Beavs. Just saying.
True. If the Blazers win the World Championship, I will. I don't know. I'll do something crazy like that.
Yeah. I'm putting it out there again this year on radio. If the Blazers win, I seriously will get a Portland Trail Blazers tattoo.
Oh man, I'll do that too.
Really? I have other people that said they will too.
Okay.
And we can make
I
we'll
love
make a
it.
second string package out of it. We'll put it on video. I don't care. I'll just get it on my shoulder. Like,
Yeah, I agree. All right.
no
sweet.
regrets at all.
It's on radio.
If you're listening, on radio. Yep. It's happening.
Logan's over there just.
And Logan, if the Blazers win, if they sweep in the championship, you get a Blazers tattoo?
No.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Is that what makes a man? Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
Got any response to that, Logan, or just...
No, my team already won the NBA championship.
Yeah, in
last
4
year,
days
so.
that won't matter. But now, off that little tattoo transition, let's get into the NBA segment of the show. Plenty to talk about here with the season 4 days away, looming around the corner. Tuesday, October 28th.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
excited.
like Christmas. Like Monday night's gonna be like Christmas Eve. Like I'm gonna be snuggled up in my bed with my LaMarcus jersey on, my Blazer socks, staring up at the ceiling, dreaming about the Moda Center.
Jake loves Moda.
Big Moda guy. I might get a Moda tat actually.
A Moda Health tat.
Nah,
Yeah.
never mind. Nah,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I don't want that blasphemy on my body.
You need to get a rose.
Yeah,
That could be cool.
I could get I'll get the
A
rose.
Rip City tat. That would be sick.
Yeah, Rip City with a rose. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's happening. If
All
the
right.
Blazers, that's happening, hands down. Anyway, back to the NBA season coming up. Preseason winding down. We do got some injuries to talk about. It might be a little bit insignificant, but whatever. Steve Nash is little back out for season.
Yeah.
What's new?
It's really sad to see Steve Nash. I had to do the Steve Nash voice for
Yeah.
everybody.
Wait, that's Steve Nash's voice?
You kind of I pass it to Amari, and Amari just can do throwback.
I'm Steve Nash.
It's,
What?
I don't know.
That was like the complete opposite.
That was one of the worst Steve Nash fails that I've ever.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I sincerely apologize if you turned off the radio because of that.
Yeah. If you feel bad for Steve Nash, he's a great player. He's gonna be He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
No, yeah, hands down.
Yeah, and he was such a great player.
Ultimate
and,
respect
you
to
know,
Steve.
for our generation, and I bet you a lot of kids looked up to Steve Nash.
Oh
and,
yeah, of
yeah.
course,
Well,
legend.
yeah,
But sadly, the legends do fade, and he's in his
yeah. It was
His
just,
last days.
yeah, it
that's-
was.
to put it lightly. Yeah,
Yeah, there was a Bleacher Report documentary, or just like kind of a fall of Steve
of
Nash.
Steve Nash's career.
Not his career. It was just the last few months of him
he's-
trying to rehab
Yeah.
and stuff. So you feel bad for the guy, but it's time for him
He's
to
just a mentor now to.
time for him
all
to
those
ride
young
off into
players.
the sunset.
On
Yeah.
Kobe's back. On Kobe's broken back.
No,
Steve will make a great coach, though.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't think
he
his
will.
whole
I think he
NBA career is done.
No,
but
I think he'll
his
come back
playing
as coach.
career,
Yeah,
it's looking,
it's toileted.
yeah, most likely.
Yeah, definitely,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. But I mean, it's the Lakers, so what are we really even expecting from them this year anyway?
true.
Jeremy Lin steps in as a starting point
Jeremy
guard.
Lin, can I get your autograph? Oh
We-
wait, that's Yao Ming.
we had a request saying who is going to be or just a rookie NBA segment.
Yeah. Shout out. We did get a tweet in from Evan Olthover, big listener. He wants to know our opinions on NBA Rookie of the Year, who we think is going to have the biggest show out this year. That's a very interesting topic because this draft was somewhat light. Past Wiggins and Jabari, the top 10 was heavy, but past that, it's kind of a toss-up.
I feel like it was a very deep draft, but there's not going to be tons of just superstar players that come out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some
like
nice role players, maybe starter.
Yeah,
but then there's
completely
a couple.
agree with you. I think this draft was so heavy, but once it'll emerge 2 years from now.
Yeah,
that's when the players will be peak performance. But I mean, you could go the obvious, Jabari or Wiggins, but there's some sneakers in there.
Yeah, for sneakers, in my opinion, I'm not going to try to be biased. I'm going to get my first sneaker out of the way.
Don't you dare say Kyle Anderson.
Yeah.
Kyle Anderson.
Oh my!
He could have his sneaky year with the Spurs. I'm not gonna lie. I watched a preseason game the other night with Kyle Anderson. He was nailing threes. He was impressing. And it depends on how many minutes Pop gives him. But I'm just saying.
Which he won't get any.
We'll see.
I don't think he's going to get any. Look how much Kawhi had when he first went there.
He had nothing. A decent amount.
His first year with the Spurs?
Yeah.
It was mediocre.
All right, I'll Google this later here.
All right,
at a break.
Whatever. Oh, you're going to Google it, are you?
Yeah, I am, because I don't know the exact minutes of his rookie year.
Okay. Moving on.
But another player that I think can be a surprise in the rookie class is P.J. Harrison.
I can see that.
And he's with, now the Hornets.
That's going to get some. That's going to take some getting used to. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he is going to have a great year. In that system, he's a shooter. He loves to shoot. That's the thing.
Shoot.
And he's a hothead here and there, as we've seen him in North Carolina. But
yeah,
I think I'm a big B.J. Harrison fan. I think he's going to have a great year. But if I'm going to predict a rookie of the year, it's going to be Jabari, in my opinion.
Because it's Milwaukee, so I agree too. It's all right, Jabari, here's the ball, shoot.
I'm going Jabari also.
Yeah,
Jabari around the clock.
He's looked also great this preseason.
And he's the #1 rated rookie in it 2K15. So just got to say it.
2K.
I mean, if we're gonna go complete sleepers though, Marcus Smart.
I honestly
most likely getting the start in Boston with the Rondo shower.
I see
slip and slide.
I'm not going to see Marcus as somewhat of a disappointment.
Really? Disappointment? Why? Yeah. Because of the pressure of the starting job right off the bat, you think?
Yeah, that too. And he's just going to have such high expectations and to be put on him. And he's going to be a good player, but he's not a great shooter.
No. He's not. I mean, he's going to be he's comparable to Rondo, actually.
Yeah, and his mid-range game, non-existent.
No, completely non-existent.
And he's kind of in the P.J. Harrison category where he has to show that he can keep a level head.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
A couple players who I think will just be solid role players in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
Definitely Julius Randle and I think Adrian Payne also. I think they're just already so developed that they can come in and make a big impact right away, especially with the Lakers this year.
Yeah, I don't know if I made the prediction last week, but I'm already predicting Carlos Boozer to get traded before the deadline.
You did, you did.
Okay, and then Julius Randle, he'll crack the starting lineup
position.
Yeah,
I think he should anyway, but
yeah,
he looked pretty impressive in preseason. He had like a 12-point game, 7 rebounds. But yeah, that's enough of the rookies. Let's get into some general Blazer talk. Logan, you can chill back, throw in a little topic if you want here. Yeah.
He's speechless.
Right, he's speechless. So I'm gonna just turn around and all you listeners out there, Rip City fans, tweet us if you got any Blazer predictions for the show. Any Blazer fans? the Corvallis Blazers. Preseason winding down.
Yeah.
29th, Blazers versus Thunder in the Moda. Home game. I don't know. I'm beyond pumped.
I am, there's not words to describe how excited I am.
Exactly. Predictions for how we start out. I mean, what I've been looking at specifically this preseason is CJ.
CJ
McCollum
great.
is poised, looks
so much more comfortable than he did last year.
Oh yeah. I mean, Steve Blake is obviously still going to be the second. The White Mamba. Shout out White Mamba. I think he's still going to be the second option. But what do you think? Do you think CJ sneaks in there and gets maybe like a solid 12 minutes a game now?
I think he can get even more than 12 minutes a game.
More?
To be honest,
Ooh.
I'm thinking maybe 15. Maybe 15.
18.
Yeah, little more or less than 15 a game, maybe.
And did you see in the preseason Myers popping
looked
those
better.
trays?
Yeah, Myers looked better. He
did.
actually looks like he has some sense of...
Has the elusive mythical oaf of Myers Leonard actually improved in the offseason?
I think so, honestly.
I hope so.
But who I've really been impressed with is Chris Kaman, like we talked about last week.
Air Sasquatch.
Continuing to shoot a high percentage.
Yes.
Rebound.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think
loving
he's a
it.
huge pickup, especially for the price we got him at.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Solid backup to Rolo. I think it's going to be a huge combo. And Thomas Robinson, there was the little discussion that obviously just fizzled, that there might have been a trade looming with the Timberwolves, but that obviously didn't happen. I'm so glad it didn't. But what do you think Thomas's show out this year is going to be?
I'm really confused by Thomas's playing time this preseason because he has got little to none.
What we discussed is we would hope it's hesitation because of his thumb surgery.
Yep.
I mean, maybe he's getting saved, but even coming off an injury, that injury happened a long time ago, so you'd think they'd want to get him warmed up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the whole deal is there, but I know that Stotts likes his energy off the bench, so I'm really confused. I don't know. He played quite a bit last year.
Yeah.
But in terms of our whole start to the year, we have a tough opening schedule.
November is absolutely brutal.
I mean, we got Thunder to open up, which obviously isn't looking as good without Durant, but they're still a great team.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we have Kings, which is, they're the Kings.
Yeah.
But then we have Warriors, Cavs, Mavericks, and Clippers the next 4 games.
I'm feeling that.
So
I know obviously too early to make season predictions, but all we can say is NBA is back. When you hear us next week, we will have a lot to talk about. A lot.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be Halloween.
And fantasy basketball.
That's going to be wild. Fantasy basketball draft, the trash talk will begin. I am Gatorade Poppy. That's my team name. Shout out Drake.
Gatorade Poppy.
I do like Gatorade.
All right.
It's pretty tasty.
You want to do our NFL
let's finish off the speed predictions, the tradition like last week, and then we're going to end off the show here.
We really need a 2-hour show.
Yeah. The people have spoken, and the people want what the people want. They want more second SS.
We want more. We want more.
Okay, NFL.
All right.
Let's get it.
I'm really curious to see how we did last week in terms of our predictions. We'll have to.
I feel like I killed it, but it's just...
I feel like I did too.
Well,
but,
we were all wrong on the Seahawks topic.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we could also end off with one last final opinion each on the Percy Harvin debacle.
Yep. So here we'll go through predictions.
All right.
I got games here.
Let's do the few big
we got
ones.
All right. We'll go in order. Grant, I'm gonna name it. You start.
Let's get it.
Okay.
All right. Detroit at Atlanta.
Detroit. I mean, it's not really at because they're in London.
Oh yeah.
So that game's like a 6:00 a.m. start.
Yeah.
Which is not
no one's
great.
gonna be watching.
I have Reggie Bush, who's questionable in fantasy football.
Yeah, a lot of people have Megatron.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Everyone's gonna have to wake up super early and try to it's Megatron.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Reggie's not worth it.
Nah, he's not worth it.
So Jake,
yeah,
who you got?
I'm going Detroit too.
Yeah, I got Detroit as well. Seattle at Carolina.
Oh man, I have no idea what to think there. I think Seattle turns it around. Honestly,
I hope. 3-3 right now. It's honestly pathetic.
Carolina hasn't looked nearly what they did last year. Their defense has been struggling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seattle on this one. Just opinions. If you guys have been watching SportsCenter at all, Percy Harvin mid-season out of nowhere trade to the New York Jets. Reports came in, anger management issues, conflicts with players. Tried to fist fight Russell Wilson.
He just divided the locker room. But
yeah, it was he's a dynamic, dangerous playmaker, but we couldn't fit him into the system. It's not like he even did anything major besides for the Super Bowl. So I was pissed at first, but I don't know. I was torn, but I say good riddance. Have fun getting air balls thrown to you by Geno. Nothing.
Gino, nothing.
You don't
Yeah.
even deserve.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think Seattle fans are somewhat overreacting. Even though
we're 3-3.
They've
terrible.
beat the Packers. They've played the Cowboys close.
But look at what we did to St. Look at how we lost to St. Granted, it was like we were completely.
They've had some good. They've had
rattled.
They've had some good wins. I think Seattle fans just need to calm down.
Yeah.
And just, as Aaron Rodgers' words, relax.
I think it's just a bump in the road.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think Seattle's going to be fine. They
more.
have, Doug Baldwin. He had 100, and, like almost 30 yards last week in receiving. So really, the receiving game, I don't see it being much of a problem. All right,
I'm good with that.
All right, Baltimore is at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go Baltimore. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Grant?
Yeah, I'll go Baltimore too.
Yeah, Baltimore too. Cincinnati, they looked terrible last week.
Yeah, I mean,
they barely had any offensive yardage.
Exactly.
Miami at Jacksonville.
Miami.
Who cares?
Tannehill's looked.
Yeah, it's
Tannehill's looked great.
That's a throwaway game, honestly.
Well, Miami, if they win this game, they could somewhat sneak into that.
Yeah, they could.
AFC East.
They could.
Chicago at New England, and Chicago's coming off a little turmoil because Brandon Marshall called out Jay Cutler. So
I did not get the point of that. I mean, it just causes
he's
problems.
He's just a passionate guy.
Yep.
So I'm picking New England.
New England?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go the same.
Yeah.
I'm going Chicago.
Ooh.
I think Marshall bounces back. Has a big game.
I like that pick there, Grant.
You think they're gonna be fired up from Chief Keef getting dropped from his record label?
It's probably not one of their main concerns.
I'm just kidding.
But
if you guys even know what that is.
And here we go. We got Buffalo at the Jets.
I'm going Bills.
Yeah, the Bills win this game. They're 5-3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the AFC East is it's looking interesting because whatever.
It's getting blown up.
Yeah, New England's going to be at the top right now, but it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's exciting. I'm going Buffalo too. Mm. Is Percy getting the start?
I think so.
He has the go ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And next game is going to be a very boring game, so it's Minnesota Tampa Bay.
No one cares.
All right, we'll just skip it in general.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Houston at Tennessee.
Ooh.
The most likely return of. Oh yeah.
You got
middle.
Too bad we can't throw up a picture of that because
that was a great picture.
It's hysterical.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Texans.
Yeah, I'm going to Texans as well.
I'm different. It's like two chains, so I'm gonna go Tennessee.
All right.
I don't care.
You believe in Mettenberger?
Sure.
All right, we got St. Louis and Kansas City.
I'm gonna go St. Louis. They're pumped. They're jacked off that win.
I'll go St. Louis also.
I'm gonna go Kansas City because you guys were both wrong last week because I picked Kansas City over San Diego. So there you guys go.
Oh well.
Whatever. Yeah, Kansas City definitely.
Classic KC.
No doubt. We got Philadelphia at Arizona, a pair of 2-5-1 teams.
That's gonna be a great game.
Yeah,
2 5-1s.
And Arizona, they're sneaky. They're 5-1.
They are completely. I mean, me and Grant obviously would benefit from an Arizona loss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Arizona wins though.
I think Arizona wins, but I'm gonna go with Philly.
I'm gonna go Arizona home.
All right, leaving me out once again. Whatever. I'm different.
Another very somewhat boring game: Oakland and Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Why not? I'm gonna go Cleveland too.
Cleveland.
In Hoyer, they trust.
Yeah. Colts at Pittsburgh.
Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts. Andrew Luck's slowly becoming probably the third best quarterback in this league. So.
Mm-hmm. We can have that debate next week. That would be an interesting debate. NFL quarterback debate. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. We'll start that next week. Preview. Boom.
Yeah, preview. Stay tuned for the Halloween. Okay, just a teaser. Halloween episode next week.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be scary.
Scary good.
Like we may be playing with a Ouija board.
Scary boo.
We may be playing with a Ouija board. Like we could haunt this studio.
You may be playing with the Ouija board.
I'm not going to be playing with no Ouija board.
You don't mess with that Ouija?
I don't.
All right. We got to wrap this up. Here we go. Green Bay, New Orleans.
Green Bay.
Green Bay, sadly. New Orleans has been such trash this year.
Green Bay as well. Washington at Dallas.
Dallas.
And there we go. That's our
That's
our
it.
NFL preview.
That's the
we did
official
another
wrap-up.
another
Man,
speed
rapid fire.
session.
We just got so much to talk about to you guys that we just gotta let the sports knowledge fly. That's all I gotta say. Yep. Well, that's the end of the show. Once again, Second String Sports, KBVR Corvallis. Thank you so much for listening. Every Friday from 12 to 1 p.m.
Yep.
If you're gonna tune in next week, Halloween episode.
Big episode.
Football.
Jake's gonna be
episode.
playing with some Ouija boards here in studio.
Maybe in a costume, even though you can't see it. We'll sound out a live
Maybe
tweet.
I'll surprise everyone. I'll wear my costume next week.
It'll be spooky.
Yeah, it'll be
But
funny.
NBA basketball starting back up. We got a lot of NBA stuff to talk about next Friday. Once again, hit us up on the social media, Twitter at Second String KBVR or all our personal Twitters. Like us on Facebook. We're going to post the podcast of the show afterwards if you want to chill this weekend where you're writing a paper or whatever, midterms. Listen to some sports rants. It's always a good option, right?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Second String Sports. Once again, I'm Jake McGrady.
And Logan McGinnis.
And Grant Ocampo.
Thank you for listening. As always, tune in next Friday, Halloween. Big stuff coming. Have a good weekend.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs. Beat Stanford. Tune in tomorrow, ESPN 2. It's going to be wild. Second String Sports. Have a good weekend. And stay sporty.
Stay safe.
Peace.